Hello everybody, how's it going today? So today is now October the 24th and we have now entered 15 trades altogether. I'm just going to check my camera to make sure it's angled properly here. It looks pretty good to me. Okay, so we're now at trade number 15 where we are literally 15 for 15 trades and we have grown this account by $2,200, and the first day that a trade was made was on October the 2nd. So 2,200 USD. I always think of it from the perspective of Canadian, right? It's actually quite a bit of money. That's about $2,900 so far, and we still have about a week to go. So if you multiply that by, by a quarter more, right? So let's just say this was about 900 more. It's be about 3,100. So actually we'll say about 3,000 USD, right? That's probably what we'll end up finishing off at to CAD. I mean, that's like 4,000 a month when you think of it that way, right? Which is about $50,000 a year with a fairly small account. I'm gonna actually buy here, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna buy because I think it's gonna end up spiking up. I'm gonna buy another 500 actually. Okay, now I'm in a pretty decent sized position. I'm in a position for $15,000 with a base price of 9.82733. And let's talk about why we are actually going into this trade with high detail. We don't care about these other coins right now, okay? What just happened to Ripple? It spiked up 8% today, really? Oh wow, it actually recently just spiked up. Did you guys just see this? I had no idea that this happened right now. Holy cow! Did you guys see this spike up from Ripple? I sure didn't. Ripple just went up 8% right now. Okay, what the heck? Oh my goodness, I completely missed that. All right, so we're now going to change this to 3 charts here. We're going to keep our eye on the 3 coins that are volatile, in my opinion. I'm going to look to short. Actually, wow, Ethereum went up as well. Did Bitcoin suddenly spike up right here? Okay, well, every coin was affected positively except for pretty much Ethereum Classic, actually. So let's just see if we can actually short some of these coins right here. How much did it go up today? Okay, we're going to take it around the 21. Okay, well, EOS is not even a contender. We're going to look at it from 21. Okay, you guys know what I mean by from 21, because Bitcoin spiked up here at 21 o'clock, right, which is 9 o'clock. So Ripple is the only one that's really affected right here a lot. All these other coins moved up only a very small percentage, but Ripple actually ended up moving a lot. So we're going to go to 3 charts now. Okay, we're gonna get Ripple in one of these charts, and we're going to get let's change this guy to ETC in the middle here. ETC is not really that big of a trade. We're at 984, and we'll change this one to Ripple here as well. Now, let's talk about ETC very quickly first of all right? Okay, let's go to Bitfinex here. Let's talk about ETC on a 30-minute time frame. Okay, so we see a pretty big spike up as you guys saw, right? It ended up moving up about 7% there. And now what I'm trying to do is catch an actual bounce for the entire wave structure going upward. And I'm going to break it down for you guys quite in detail, okay? So the way that I see this right here is I see this as 1, 2, 3 as the biggest one here. And this one here is making an A, B, and a C that's truncated. And then we're going to get a 5th wave right down there based on Elliott. And we can also confirm almost already that we're getting a higher high than it, right? Or it's pretty much double bottoming out. Actually, no, it's a much higher. So this is the peak right here for wave 3 roughly, right? Right around this range here. And if you compare the lows, right, what we're seeing very clearly is that this low here is higher than this low there, despite the lower price right here as well. And if I break it down even more, let's get this to a proper degree here. Let's get this to like a minuet scale, actually a minor scale here. Okay, so we're gonna take the waves. Actually, yeah, we'll show the waves here, and then we're gonna really break it down for you guys, okay? We're gonna really break this down to show you guys some skills involved here for Elliott. So let's just go with 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 5. And after you do that, you double click on it, take off show wave, go to minuet or minute, whatever you prefer. Okay. And then we're going to do the exact same thing for here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to call this 5 right here. And this one is very simple as well. We call this ABC, A, B, and we call this C going up there. Take that out, call it a minute. Okay, so we got this little guy right here coming down. So do you guys see this right here? This is all A, and that's B, and this is making the 5 waves coming down to complete C. Okay, makes sense? A, B, and we're going to see what kind of extension this is going to get as well. So we're going to check it right now, okay? We're going to check it from there to here. I'm guessing about 1 to 1 or a little more. There you go. So this is the 1 to 1 right here already, okay? Nah, where's the 1618? Did it even reach it? Nope. All right, now we're going to get into a lot of detail, okay? We're going to go to a 3-minute time frame and see if we can break this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leading first wave, second wave, this is the third wave, fourth wave, there's probably one more wave coming down. And I'm the market maker right now, as you guys have noticed. I'm the one that has bought the majority of coins, I would say. So now we're going to just chill, play this out right here. I'm going to put in a order for about 9. Actually, let's do this properly. I don't know why sometimes Bitfinex, they don't even show the toolbar here, right? You guys see the toolbar? Or like it's not even here anymore. Sometimes it doesn't even show up on the proper side. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it of this structure right here, okay? Of this whole structure actually. And the reason why I'm doing it for this entire structure is because I'm going to be very, very conservative, okay guys? I'm going to be super conservative player. I'm going to take the fib range of just this right here, of that right there, and I say to myself, all right, $10 is my target roughly. But because $10 is a little bit extreme to me, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to target like $9.95. There you go. That's how I've obtained my targets using fib. Okay. Now I'm going to go $9.95, and this is going to be a pretty easy profit in my opinion. All right, we're done with ETC. Now let's go to Ripple. Okay. Let's go to Ripple and see what kind of price action we're going to get over here. Clearly it's downtrending. It's most likely going to hit 468, I'm guessing. Yeah, 468 ranges. It's a little bit too late for now, too late honestly to ladder in my opinion. Okay, let's just see if I can actually break this down a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, this is actually just about to make the 5th wave. We're going to try to catch it as it starts to round off on the histogram here. Okay, we're just going to see. Ripple made a gigantic wave up, guys, like a huge wave up. Okay, now we're talking about eventually targeting 49-cent range here, but it's still going to downtick right now. So we're going to open up another Bitfinex screen here, and then we're going to see the price action and the level 2 for Ripple right now, since there seems to be some heavy volatility for Ripple at the moment. Okay, so we're seeing a downtrend pretty hard right now. All right, so we're seeing some resistance right there, the 467 ranges. Yeah, it's going to round off eventually. It's just a matter of time. No, it's getting lower lows. Doesn't look like it actually. Not anytime soon. I think it's going to hit maybe 462 ranges. So nothing is really doing any. It's not really doing anything here on Ethereum Classic right now. Volume is extremely low. Volume in general on Bitfinex tends to be extremely low lately. Let's see what we can get this guy at right here, okay? I don't know why Ripple ended up spiking. Oh, it went down severely in the afternoon today, which I honestly did not really see. because it was like right now it's midnight, right? But this was kind of in the afternoon, 1 in the afternoon, and I was actually still in bed at that time there. So let's see where this is going to level off at. This is most likely 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. Yeah, this is probably just the fourth wave. We got no choice but to assume that 1, then ABC, 1, 2. This could even be like 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. So I would imagine it's going to be fairly bullish, and it will probably end up catching somewhere. So right now it's getting fairly bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 maybe with a double bottom there, or a truncated. And it's probably going to go to the 4, 7, 5 ranges right now, but I'm not that convinced quite yet. So we gotta definitely wait to see what kind of leveling off we get. Very interesting so far. All right, so I started entering a position as well for Ripple, where I will be laddering it to get a very small scalp. So either ABC is done already, honestly, or it's going to start the fifth wave. I can't really tell right now, but if I do start the fifth wave, it's going to be a pretty big increase of like about a penny. So I'm pretty excited about seeing if this is going to uptrend here. My base price is actually 46983, which is a very good price in my eyes. But I'm gonna just try to get the rest of it here as best as I can. I'm not really market executing because it costs way too much. So as you guys can see here, I'm kind of being very, very patient and letting it fill up here. I'm actually gonna unmute my desktop sound so you guys can actually hear it as well. So it's looking really good overall for Ethereum Classic. I'll be 6 cents up on each one, which is about $90 up. Right, and I firmly believe that on Ripple as well, we are going to get a pretty decent uptrend. So let me explain to you my logic for Ripple, okay, folks? So my logic for Ripple is this right here, doing Elliott wave count. 1, 2, this is now 3 and 4, and there's going to be a big fifth one somewhere, who knows, right? We just assume double top-ish for now. It's kind of my general rule, just assume double top. Let's change this to a minor. Let's get the waves in here so you guys can see it very clearly. Not all trades will be Elliott wave based, right? Some trades will be, some trades will not be. It all really depends on what we can see with the naked eye. So the way I see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. Okay, this finally filled up here. Good, in my opinion. I don't think it's just going to drop off of a cliff. It's going to go up a little bit first. It's just kind of generally how this works. I'm going to open up another one here. So then the way I see next one is 1, 2, I see this as 3, 4, and I see this as 5 up here. This makes a lot of sense to me. Oops. Like that. Yeah, this looks really good in my eyes. And fifth one, we don't know exactly how high it's going to go, but we can check it with fib extensions just for now, just to see what kind of gauge we can get. Well, it actually made a really huge rally, 461.8. Does that mean it's going to hit the next target? So roughly up here, I'm guessing like 49-ish. Let's go to a little bit of a different time frame here. I mean, we are hitting resistance right now, right? Sort of. Resistance is more like 40, yeah, 49 cents range. It's not really breaking upwards yet, but I think it's going to round off right around here at the support. We're starting to see the histogram actually tick up already here, okay? And we see on the 3-minute chart as well, we're getting a series of higher lows, right? See these lows, low, 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 but they're higher lows, higher lows. It's ticking up positively to that side right now, just for a very quick scalp. It literally bounced off of the 55 EMA. We see Ethereum Classic just still going up right now and looking just phenomenal all across the board. So this was a really easy day trading so far. I think we're going to spike up to a very decent price point right here. I mean, Ethereum Classic, we even have a chance to hit based on a swing, right? I mean, based on what I see over here. I mean, if you look very far out on the grand scheme of things, is that possible, guys? Where we're drawing it like that, right? Massive, massive resistance, right? Massive, massive support. Is it possible it's going to converge one way and actually hit somewhere well up there? Very possible, actually. Very likely, too. So if I were to draw like that, doesn't that look like some bear traps, bear traps, bear traps, bear traps, and a wick just pokes through the support? If that is possible, then we're doing an incredibly good job right here, right? This is A, B, C structure. There could be another A, B, C just going upwards. So I'm being incredibly patient right now, as the market would want us to be. Not patient, but we got to do our best to keep our wits intact. Let's look at it on a 3-minute chart here. I apologize for my last trade, by the way, guys. I was obviously very upset. Someone I really, really care about. Obviously, she was anytime anybody that you care about is affected, right? It's going to affect you as well. So this might even fall back down to the 84 ranges, and then it could possibly just spike up there. So Bitcoin right now, how's it looking? How's she looking? Very little volume as expected. It's gaining strength a little bit here. It's not really getting lower lows on the RSI. It's looking good overall. Still trending extremely sideways, guys. I mean, what would you expect, right? I mean, look at that massive uptrend. Of course, we're going to expect some sort of sideways trend. Very natural, in my personal opinion. I mean, you can't really expect anything less than that, especially since we've had a gigantic uptrend. Okay, so Ethereum Classic is starting to go up now. I'm starting to ladder my sell orders just by a very small amount at a time here. Laddering it by a very, very small amount, guys. I'm not greedy whatsoever. I am a scalper at heart. This should yield a fairly decent profit, in my opinion. It was about a $15,000 position. Ripple doesn't look like it's gonna make way up any more than this, I don't believe. It might, okay? We never know. Because I believe that we're on the verge of getting a bounce here, right? Like it ticked up just a tiny bit, but it might also just completely downtrend. But we're gonna see how that one plays out here, okay? I'm gonna actually go, yeah, 27 is pretty good there. 30, I'm gonna go to 28 as well. 33, 28. Just kind of start selling some of these off here, right? Let's change this one to 99. So whenever you leave a very small amount left over, it just basically lets you have a small amount left over so it can reflect the profit. So let's see if this is actually going to get up there to my zone that I'm expecting it to. It's got fairly bearish very quickly all of a sudden. So I'm expecting Ripple to come down to roughly 462, 465, around those ranges. I don't expect it to completely just downtrend, right? It's kind of not exactly what's on my mind. So ETC is getting pretty high on RSI, but it is also bouncing very hard. We notice it here. People are starting to sell a little bit. 6.8. I should have sold more. I should have shed a lot more, but it didn't actually work out as planned. So I just keep reducing it, right? The price just a tiny bit. to see how this ends up playing out. 2, 4. I think I might be scaring the market a little bit too much, or because I posted my position, people are actually trying to play against me right here. So anything is possible, right? So what we notice is it's definitely gaining some strength to come up there. This could be easily ABC, right? Yeah. It seems like it's possible for it to just spike up any moment now. Okay, so Ripple, I'm getting a little bit nervous. Not nervous, but unsure of. Right, I stick to my setup here, and I see that I regret not on Ethereum Classic, for example. I regret not filling up more of my orders there, but I do believe it's going to spike up. Honestly, like I do think it is going to. I'm going to set some up to set 955 as well. 955. Let's just set up 200 though. This is not 965. Right, 94, you know, like 85, something like that as well. Now this should be okay for now. I don't really have too many orders here. I think it's playing out pretty well. Not really too worried right now, but Ripple does look like it's going to make a B coming down. Okay. I don't think it's just going to shoot up. I think this is making the B definitely. I think I misgauged Ripple. Okay. Yeah, I do think I misgauged Ripple. It's curving upwards though, right? Like, so it's kind of like what's going on right here. So if this is the leading first wave diagonal coming down, and that's ABC, then it's actually going to make the first wave coming down here as well. Okay. So I've definitely misplayed it, in my opinion. So let's just see what kind of waves we end up getting here. So because if you've noticed here, like this ended up retracing down further than the break point right here. Okay. Notice this right here retraced lower than this specific wave. So we know that it's not an impulse wave going upwards, right? Definitely not. And I'm down a little bit of money on XRP, but I don't really care right now. Yeah, that's definitely ABC. We're gonna wait for one more wave coming down, most likely to the 460 ranges. And then if it gets to 460, I'll be down roughly 2%. Which is gonna be $200, but I'm gonna ladder a lot more because as you guys can see here, I still have a very large amount that I could actually be playing. All right, let's just keep this up here and just ladder accordingly. Okay, so I scalped a very small position here. It's actually not even big whatsoever. It's like literally a 1 to 1.5% scalp here for Ethereum Classic, but it's not for me to make money, and I don't really care about that, guys. If I'm making money, I'm making money on it, right? It makes me extremely happy to be able to do that. So yeah, so I'm gonna actually market execute this right here, and I'm cool with it right here. If you guys do not know why I entered this trade, please go check out my previous tweets, okay? I'll show you my previous tweets over here as well. Where is it for ETC here? I go through it in fairly high detail actually. So it could possibly hit like 10 cents, but I kind of don't want to wait around for it, right? But I also don't want to pay the fees for it, so I don't know if I'm gonna market execute it right now actually. I'm kind of debating about it, but there hasn't been a trade literally in over 15 minutes right now. And right here, this is a 15-minute window, right? There's only been 25 trades in 15 minutes. So the volatility is incredibly low right now. And we're also having a lot of trouble breaking through Ripple's resistance right now. Okay, so Ripple, I'm probably going to end up breaking even on it, in my opinion. There's lots of like changing back and forth for prices, but yeah, I'm going to take this profit right here, guys. I'm going to do it. Let's just cancel all my orders here for Ethereum Classic. And just market execute what I have here, okay? So I'm gonna dump on the market a little bit, but I'm okay with that entirely. So let's see how much I end up making on here. This would be a pretty... Okay, I'm the first trade in a very, very long time, if you've noticed over there. All right, so I'm pretty happy with my profit here. $133, so I'm up $270 American. $270 American. So I haven't really traded much today. I'm still up $350 Canadian. That literally pays for a lot of my expenses, believe it or not. Cheers, guys. Easy day of trading. Total time working, 30 minutes. See you. I'll take in front of you right here first. Bye. Bam. Okay, so I wanted to talk about what a hidden wall is, okay? A hidden wall is when there is someone that uses this option right here in Bitfinex, okay? It's called a hidden order right there. Now, let's just say as an example, I sell 10,000 Ripple. I'll just put 1,000 up on Ripple, okay? 1,000 up on Ripple, and I'll put it at a price of 4.9. See here, there's 4.8 and there's 5.0. Let's say I put it at 4.9, okay? Watch. Right here, right? You see my order right here, 47049, but it actually does not show up in the order book. And the reason why sometimes you would want this option, you actually pay a much larger fee. You pay a 0.3% fee, okay? Or sorry, a 0.2% fee. And the reason why sometimes people would want this option is because they have such a big order size that they don't want the public to actually know, right? So let's say I took out the hidden. Now you'll actually see it at 4.9. You'll see it stack up there, right? Watch. See, 4.9 actually shows up now as 1,000 with a 1 count of mine there. But if I actually put it up here once again as a hidden order right here, okay, now it disappears, right? So a hidden order is very important sometimes when you want to have a gigantic position size that you don't actually want revealed. As you can see, people are buying at the 47.30s, 47.30s, and we're just unable to penetrate this price right here. Now, I'm not really up or anything on Ripple. I'm pretty much completely broken even, right? I don't know if it's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go down. It's very difficult to tell. But this right here, if I go on, honestly, like it's really difficult to tell for this specific wave. But it could be as dumb as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, where that's the A and that's the B, and we're trying to make a C here still for the B wave structure. Does that make sense at all? Yeah, I'll actually draw it a little bit better for you guys for my next video coming up. But I just wanted to explain what a hidden order is. See, again, people are buying at 47.30, but we actually don't see it here at all in the order book. All right, so I'm just gonna honestly take my profit, man. I'm way too tired to trade, guys. I want to go to bed. I don't care about this profit, man. I don't care about it at all, guys. I really don't, okay? I'm literally just gonna take my profit right here and just call it a night tonight. Let's hope that someone spikes it up here. We finally broke through that, if you guys notice, right? Finally, that took a lot of work to break through it. People are finally trying to push it up to my price here. But is there a wall anywhere that I don't know about? I don't know. I also want to talk to my friend because she needs some advice right now on what area to get her Airbnb in France. I am so excited for her to come to France. She's actually not old friend, but you know, like within the past few years, I've hung out with her many times, and she's actually quite awesome. And she's actually coming to visit me in France, which is super duper cool. I can't wait to introduce her to my girl, especially since they're gonna really hit it off as good friends. Life is all about entertaining, in my opinion. I just love to entertain friends in general. So it's only gonna be like a $60 profit, to be quite honest. Okay, it's not gonna be something gigantic for this trade here. But you guys know my logic, right? And why? Like this could easily be that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going up. That's the B coming down, and we're trying to make an actual C wave going up here still. So is it possible? Definitely possible. There's some of my positions getting filled there. People are chipping away at it. Let's see if I can actually get this filled up here. There we go. It was a kind of a crappy trade. It was really crappy. It was only for 0.5% scalp, but they were all limit orders, okay? So there we go. I finished off the day at 320 American. 320 American. So I made $420 today, roughly. 420 in literally 30 minutes of trading today. Can't complain about that, right? So some days I want to trade, some days I don't. Today was one of the days I wanted to trade to get my mind off of things. And cheers, guys. 420 bucks. Let's take this profit in front of you guys. Bam, motherfuckers. Have yourselves a good night, baby whales. Take care now.